Hi guys, in this video we are going to continue from where we stopped about the makeup stuff. Today we are going to be adding colors to this face, which is going to complete the makeup. This is Twisted Creative. I'd like to remind us my name. If it's your first time on this channel, please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not only by hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Without wasting much time, let's jump into it. So this is the model we are going to be using, and as before now we have it like this. Let's just click on this. We have it like this, and look at how far we've gone. We are supposed to be adding colors. So if I put on this group now, you notice that we have colors on this face, which we are going to be using as guide to guide us through when we are adding colors to this face. Before we start, we have to click on this image and take our lasso tool, then select this area. Then we have to add with our shift. So we have it selected. Now all you have to do, right click and feather with 2, hit OK, then use your Ctrl C to copy, then your Ctrl V to paste. Now if you disable this to have this stuff like this, disable everything, we just have this. The reason why we created this, let's enable them back. The reason why we created this is for us to put some colors underneath this that's not going to be affecting the top. So we have to pick a color which we are going to be starting with. Then we'll pick on this, click on this image. Make sure any color you are going to be putting now is going to be under this stuff. Now we are going to rename it to be Eyebrow. Then you can click on the image to make sure everything you are going to be doing is going to be on top the image, not on top the eyebrow. Select the image, click on the adjustment layer icon, then go to solid color and choose. We have to choose something like cream color. Let's stay around this area. Let's say should get something close to that here. Then click OK here, then enter. Then select your layer mask and use your Ctrl I to invert and zoom in as much as you can. Then pick up your brush to make sure your foreground is white and your background is black, and reduce your brush to a particular size. Make sure you are using soft round brush as your hardness should be at 0. Reduce your brush size and start painting. So when you get to this edge, you reduce your brush size and continue. Then you can also go to the other side, increase the brush and just stay inside. The extras will come out. Then once you get to this point, you reduce your brush size and continue. Then it should be okay here. Don't allow it to come out the other side. Okay, so this is what we have here. Go to the opacity and reduce the opacity. I think like this is okay. Then we have to go and change the color. It's like the color is looking too light. We have to double click here and go to color that almost look like the skin. Say hit OK. Then if you take a look at this now, let's increase opacity a bit. Let's leave it this way. If you take a look at both of them, you notice that the left side is brighter than this other side. So all you have to do is, with your brush selected, change your foreground and background selection. Use your X to toggle between these two so that your foreground color will be black and background will be white. Then paint on this area kind of to make it lighter. So we'll have it this way. I think it's okay this way. Let's rename this to Eyebrow Liner. So we'll have this as Eyebrow Liner. Then go to another adjustment layer to choose solid color, black, and click OK. Then we don't have to change the blend mode. We have to go to our layer mask and use our Ctrl I to invert. Then you can zoom in and start painting. Then why we have this guide here is for us to take it as a guide, and we can copy at least what we have here. Then use your brush to reduce your brush size and make sure reduce your brush size. Make sure your foreground color is white and your background color. You can toggle with X and then you reduce your brush size. You have to make sure your opacity is at 100 and flow is at 100 also. Then you start from here, you paint, but don't allow it to touch the line inside. Then just come out here. Then you can do the top, start from here and go inside. Okay, it's okay this way. Then you can go do the same thing to this side. Start from here, then go inside. Try to stay on the line. I think it's okay here. Then you can start from here also, then go inside. Then you can stop here. Then you can notice that we have these edges. We have to bring out these edges to be kind of a little bit sharp according to what we saw there, but it's not always like that. Depend on who is doing the makeup. Let's go and let's reduce our brush size and give it a little here, give it a little. Then you can see bring out a little here with the smaller brush and a little here. Then reduce the brush like 2 steps down or 3 steps down. Then do the same thing out a little. I think we are almost there. Out a little here, so it's going to be sharp. Okay, so this is what we have here. Then all you have to do, just go to your opacity and reduce your opacity. At least reduce your opacity, and I think 40 should be enough. 40, 41 should be enough, and it's very light and subtle. Okay, then the next thing we do is for us to go and get this purple looking stuff here. Then we have to go to our adjustment layer again and choose solid color. By this time around, we are going to go something around somewhere around the purple area. Then we have to take a very cool purple. Then let's see, take it up small to make it a little brownish. Then I think this is okay. Then hit OK. Then go to your blend mode and choose hard lights. Then use your Ctrl I to invert the layer mask. Then go in there and take a look at this other one and try to see how this is placed. Then you have to pick up your brush to make sure your foreground color is white and background color is black, and start painting. You have to fix it somewhere around here. No, we have to reduce our opacity and flow so as not to get it too harsh on our image. So we have to start clicking, because the more you click, the more it's going to be dropping it. So we have to click. So you have to make it a little bit around here, then bring it down a bit, then take it up a bit here, then reduce our brush and still drop it around this area. Then we have to click on this area to be darker. Then we'll go to the other side and do the same thing. Starting from, let's say, starting from here, we are going to take it to this direction. So it's going to be hard on here. That is, click severally. Then you drop a little under here, the edge, then you can go with that. So another thing we're going to be doing, we have to create another one to make sure, like we can see, double click and check if the color is okay. To bring it down a bit, I think it's okay, better this way. Let's bring it down and hit OK. Then another thing is that we have to make this area brighter. Then we have to go to the adjustment layer again, choose solid color, and this time around it's going to be something bright, somewhere around this orange look, and it should be something very bright. Then hit OK. So you go to your blend mode and choose overlay. Select your layer mask, use your Ctrl I to invert and paint around this area. Notice that it's coming down this way. Let's just take it that way and stop somewhere around here. Then we'll have to do the same thing to this area also. So we'll have to take it down here and click severally to make sure we have it here. Then we'll have to stop somewhere around here. So this is what we had here. Then we can still go inside with the same adjustment layer. Then we can go to this area and brighten up this area. You can increase your size of brush, then increase it, then continue. Take it all the way to mix up with the purple here. Then I think you are good to go there. Then you can start here again and do the same thing to this area, the left side. Then stop it when you mix up with the purple. You can reduce your brush and click severally and see if it's going to be more brighter here. So this is what we had here. If you take a look at this entire stuff here, we can notice that we've gone far, and let's see, increase the brush size and do this area with the same adjustment layer. So have it this way. The next thing we are going to be doing is the lip. We are going to color off the lip. Let's go to hit the adjustment layer again and choose solid color, and this time let it be dark red. Then hit OK, go to blend mode and choose overlay. We can select our layer mask and use our Ctrl+I to invert it, and we'll go in there, zoom in and start painting. We'll have to take our opacity and flow to 100. So we have to increase the brush and paint the inner side. So here we go for the lip. All we have to do is just go to the opacity and lower the opacity to, I think 30 should be okay, or 40. Let's say 40 should be okay. Then we'll hit the adjustment layer again and choose solid color for the second time. Another red, and this time around it's going to be darker. Then hit OK. Select your layer marks, use your Ctrl+I to invert it, and just draw around the lip. This time around it's going to be just the outer side of the lip, then do the same thing to the top. So this is it. We can still change the color, make it a little bit brighter because it seems too dark. Let's make it brighter, then hit OK. Then you can change the blend mode to overlay also. Then go to the opacity and lower the opacity. So I think like, let's say 30 should be okay. Then let's take a look at the entire image, and here we go. Let's remove this guide and see what we've done so far. Let's see before and after. Hold our Alt and click on this top layer, this top one, to see this is before, this is after, this is before, this is after. We can go to rename these stuffs for organizing purpose. Let's double click here and name it to be, let's rename to be outer lip. The next one should be called lips. Then the other one should be bright edge. The next one should be, let's just call it purple for organizing purples. Then this other one should be eyeliner. Eyeliner. Eyebrow. Okay, we have it already. We have the name already. Then the next thing we do is for us to click on the image, the main image, and use Ctrl J. We duplicate it. With the duplicate selected, go to filter, convert to smart filter, then hit OK. Then go to filter again, go to order, then high pass. Then the high pass radius is at 5. Then just hit OK. Then double click here to bring out the blend mode and choose linear light. Then after choosing the linear light, just hit OK for linear light and select the layer mask. Use your Ctrl I to invert the layer mask. Pick up your brush, make sure your foreground is white and your background is black, and paint around this area. We want it to be crazy sharp so as to look rough. So have to reduce the opacity and flow so as it comes gradually. So as you can see, we have it sharp, a kind of, just like we have texture, a harder texture there. So have to do this area also. And so this is it. Then we can just go to, just select the first one, then hit the last one, even the eyebrow stuff, and use Ctrl G to place them in a group. Then you can see the before and the after, before and the after. Now we have to reduce the general opacity by bringing down the opacity. It's going to look soft and cool. I think it's okay like this. Let's just see before and after. This is before, this is after, this is before, this is after. The overall before and after, before we started, this is, let's hold down our Alt and click the last one here. You notice we have before and after. Isn't that amazing? So this is the great way you can add makeup to your images in Adobe Photoshop. If you find it interesting, helpful, and useful, let us know in the comment section, telling us the area it has helped, the area it has not, and the area we need to improve on. Like I said earlier, if you are new on this channel, please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not only by hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. Creative People will keep on creating. Please stay creative. Continue creating. Bye for now. See you in the next video.